Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus, your video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for October 16th, 2025, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. And, today, kind of sad news, RIP, Itagaki. First name, I always have trouble, Tomonobu Itagaki. And, should I start with that? Actually, no. Let me do my normal, and then we'll have a section for that. But no, great artist in video games. Can't wait to talk about what he's done. But let's see, what is? Oh man, see, I just got back from boxing, so it's like boxing. As soon as I get home, kind of talk with whoever until, or wrangle up whoever until they all leave to go to school. And I try to shower in between then, and that's the thing. Working out in the morning, getting the shower done, getting all that stuff done by the time I stream. That it kind of especially with the boxing, because the boxing there's a lot of mental stuff to it. We're calling out commands, trying to play off that, and so my brain is firing on all cylinders. But that was after a night of having actually a couple drinks. So I had a couple drinks last night. I usually try not to do as much as possible, but it was my oldest birthday. I think yesterday, you guys remember I was saying like happy birthday, but yeah, we went out. And then as soon as we came back, crashed, woke up, boxing, this. But there was some video game playing yesterday. It wasn't a whole lot, actually. So why don't we, and there's that. The music from the beginning from Dead or Alive 2. Okay, so yeah, there wasn't a lot of video game playing yesterday. First of all, I played some more Castlevania Dominus Collection. I think this was like either right after work, right before workout, or right after the workout, right before going out for my oldest birthday. But anyway, it was Order of Ecclesia. I'm just playing that more. And what more can I say? I've talked about the game so much. I like it. It's great. But then Chronicles of the Wolf. So I forgot I already had this installed, and it came out over the summer. It is, and I think I played it on stream, but I played a little bit yesterday. I don't know how long. It says just 10 minutes, but total from when I played before. Let's not ask questions right now. But it's interesting how much it's its own game that plays like an old school Castlevania made as a Metroidvania. I know that might sound like it's just an interesting way to go about. It's like a Venn diagram of all the different ways you could create one of these games. And I mean, the graphics are a little bit older. It's more Super NES style era, you would say. I mean, in a way, especially with the animations. The game plays like a Metroidvania, but almost like the Simon's Quest, was it? The Castlevania 3, the older one. But it has enough little modern nuances in it just to make it a really good game. But also just the menu system, the way it looks, it's like, wow, this is people that made a video game in a vacuum of like, okay, I know I like this type of stuff, but it's very unique. Let me just say that. Yeah, that was it. We didn't even do Crossworlds yesterday. We were just kind of busy. Workout, birthday. Okay, so we'll jump into news, but first, before news, let's talk about Dead or Alive creator Tomonobu Itagaki. And, when I had first heard about him, and most of you might have, was during the Xbox time when Xbox was getting Ninja Gaiden. He was very much a character. It was one of those things where it was like he's a game developer character, which is a Japanese thing, right? There's others that have. Okay, is this an ad that just popped up? Come on, pay respect. But anyway, yeah, kind of a crazy guy in terms of like having a character and attitude. Anyway, made Ninja Gaiden on Xbox, amazing, and one of the best. For a long time, I said that was my favorite game. It was such a well-made, and still is, character action game. Whereas you have like Platinum Games and other companies go different directions with character action games. I liked what Ninja Gaiden did. Probably the best. Even though I like Bayonetta and stuff like that, uh, Ninja Gaiden, amazing. But what was interesting is he had also worked on Dead or Alive 2. So when the Dreamcast came out, Dead or Alive 2 was one of my favorite games I played all the time. The main thing I loved about Dead or Alive 2, and I didn't even play the first Dead or Alive, but it had the counter system, which was huge for me because it cinematically the game would look like a Jackie Chan movie because there was if you could anticipate a character's move, you could press back in the counter button or whatever, and I think that's up and down as well. So you could like grab their attack and use it back on them. Very Jackie Chan like. So I loved Dead or Alive and would play the other ones. But anyway, and passing away at 58, that does seem young, and that's kind of scary. So I don't know if they didn't say any reason. It could be, something like a cancer, perhaps, because it seems like he was anticipating it because he even posted a message on his Facebook page. Do I really want to go? Because that is kind of sad. No, what? They don't even link it. They just link internally. Gosh. How sad is it to do that to this article anyway? But he says the light of my life is finally fading. The fact that this message has been posted means that the time has finally come. I'm no longer in this world. I'm asking a loved one to make this final post. My life has been a series of battles. I kept winning. I've caused a lot of trouble too. I'm proud to say that I followed my beliefs and fought to the end. I have no regrets. However, I am filled with regret that I wasn't able to deliver a new work to all my fans. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. So it goes. So, yeah, it's just that when someone passes, especially an artist that has affected your life in a way, and Tomonobu Itagaki certainly was that type. So if we go look at the list of games, so he started with as a graphic engineer, Tecmo Super Bowl. So 1990, Tecmo Super Bowl, like, super popular game. So he's been around, Dead or Alive. I didn't really play the first one, but Dead or Alive 2, 100% played that. Totally loved it. And I was just talking about that. Sorry, I think I got a thing. And then let's see. I played 3. I played beach volleyball. There's reasons I like it, but it's hard to keep playing it because it's just, there's not much to it. Didn't play Fatal Frame. Not my thing. Could be. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden. Okay, there's that sneeze. It's been a while. Dead or Alive Ultimate. Yeah, I remember that was such a big deal on the Xbox when they came out with that Ultimate. And then Ninja Gaiden Black. Was that a year later? It's crazy to think because I remember Ninja Gaiden was always referred to as Ninja Gaiden Black instead of Ninja Gaiden. Dead or Alive 4. Dead or Alive Extreme Super Swing Golf. Didn't play that, but it looks like a golf game. Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. That was on DS. Played that. Ninja Gaiden 2. Played that, but never beat it. And then Devil's Third. Played this. This was exclusive for the Wii U. I liked it. And I think that team went on to make Wanted Dead. Let me look that up real quick. I could be wrong, but I want to say there's something related to that. Yeah, developed by Soleil, which was, I want to say, Devil's Third. It was Valhalla Games. I remember when, he announced he was making Valhalla Game Studios. Yeah, Devil's Third. And so he might have not really been involved much with Wanted Dead, but it had his essence in it still. Now, I never played this Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, but I also think I should. Just because it's Samurai Jack, that's a cool character. Not that I was really into Samurai Jack, but that's just a cool concept. And then we see Japanese names here, meaning Japanese developed action game. I don't know if any of you played it. Hey, JamKill. I don't think I even said hello, Ultronomus. So, Ultronomus, JamKill X crew, Blue Gamer crew, good to see you. Let's see. Visit store. That's weird that it linked to this. Oh, it's no longer available. Pretty neat. I like the graphics. Huh. I might have to try to find a way to play this. So, did they just recently delist it or something? Oh no, it looks like it's been some time. Oh, it's on Epic. Oh, let's do this. This is a good one. No, I'm not a robot. I would love one time if I go to click that to say I'm not a robot, and they're like, deceit detected. It's like, warning, you are really a robot. Would that? I mean, okay. So Samurai Jack. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Not. Let's see. Doesn't I don't think that. Yeah. Steam keys around 50, but that's fine. I mean, you still be able to get it. Ooh, not on Xbox, not on PS4, not. Oh, but it is on Switch. But PC probably seems okay. That's cool. That is cool. Actually, I don't know. I wonder if it would be good. Anyway, um, that's all just to say R.I.P. Tomonobu Itagaki, making some awesome games, being part of the video game zeitgeist and stuff, especially my personal tastes of video games. Because I'll always say Dreamcast was one of my favorite consoles of all time. Dead or Alive 2 was a reason for that. All right, let me check my shake. I'm really thirsty, but I've learned I have to let it settle to really get a good consistency. So, I do have a water right here. Let's go to some news. Sonic Rumble launches in November. Sorry, needed that. So this was supposed to come out in May, if you remember, and then they delayed it, but it's just mobile and Steam, which is interesting because it makes me think, is this not going to be that great? But it looks good. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I wonder if this is new, because this is an idea I've always thought of since playing like Rumble Guys, Stumble Guys, those types of games, Fall Guys, whatever. And, Mario 3D World. Like, there is something in having, a 3D environment to run around with multiple players. But I'm curious what some of the mini games are. And how fun this will be at the end of the day. Like, is it gonna? Oh, look, Stumble Guys. See, it's on here as a similar game. Which it's exactly what they're doing. I just feel like this is going to be fun. I feel like the essence of Sonic could still work in something like this. So, yeah, can't wait. The Rumble color font reminds me of Shuffle. Yeah, it's very similar. Let's see. Any interesting things? We took feedback directly from our early Rumblers and have made major improvements in 3 key areas, building a deeper, more dynamic core. We added some awesome features that boost the competitive play, refining and streamlining the journey. We revamped the new player. Okay, improving progression rewards. All right, nothing too specific. That's cool. Can't wait. And I guess you could pre-register. I think I've already done that now. All right. 12 Psycho. I don't think I've ever pronounced that name. Shoot 'em ups to be delisted from Steam on October 31st. So it's like, do I need to go and grab these? Let's, like, for instance, pick 2. $9.99. Oh, that's right. And they're in this shooting collection in a bundle that I even have that favorited. Okay, options. There's 9. The number of continues to unlimited. So there's a lot of good. Well, I guess that's just Gunbird specifically. So let me test something out real quick. I'm going to take this, go to that website I was just on. Did I close it? I did. Okay. And I'm going to see if they have it and if it's on sale. Okay, wow. For $134, Yeah, and the Switch, interesting. They don't have. Let me. Yeah, interesting. Did they already remove it from? Anyway, that's a lot of games to buy, you know. Although I think it was saying it was only 12. So let me see. This is just 3 items. Okay, this is the 12 items, $107. Yeah, I don't know. So that's just a bundle that's on Steam, and I don't think that is actually sold as a product. Because I was just seeing if I get it cheaper somewhere else. And no, it's no nothing. Anyway, okay, yeah. The other thing too that I think they said was something. Maybe it wasn't here or somewhere else saying that they have plans of releasing these. So I think they're just going to be re-releasing them some how else I don't know actually. But anyway, you were saying the Sengoku Aces game is good. I'm pretty sure I played these. Yeah. Um. Oh, cool. All right. Let's see. I don't know if there's any other interesting news at all. So I know the ROG Ally, the Xbox Ally just got released or reviewed, whatever, you know, and it's $1,000 for that thing. And actually, yeah, let me see if I can bring that up. Maybe let me change to this, to this. So this was interesting. Like, there's this American Truck Song 9. It's this senior reporter Kotaku. I guess his name is Ethan. Good Morning America gets confused and claims you can play Xbox console games on the ROG Xbox Ally. Literally, the most important thing to know is the one thing the report gets wrong. Well, you can actually play Xbox console games on the Xbox ROG Ally. I mean, and they're ushering it in a way that is almost kind of like a feature, because it's if you have an Xbox console, you can stream the games and play them on the ROG Ally. I think you saw when I was doing that on my computer before with Sonic Crossroads. Not a big deal, but it says notable because this is pitched at parents as a holiday shopping story, and the average parent will definitely assume this is just a Switch 2 that plays PC games. Couple things. One, what is this is pitched at parents? Who are parents nowadays? Parents nowadays are they are the market for a handheld like this. By I guess if some people might assume this is just a Switch 2 that plays PC games, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let me pull up just because I guess he is at Kotaku, but it's like I'm always trying to find reporters that really have good, interesting things to say. And I was just disappointed, you know, especially when it's taking a jab. It's not like they're saying it as it's something as a critical analysis that can be improved upon. It's just taking a jab, and so you know. So Ethan, this guy from Kotaku, his take is that his pitched at parents' take is true on the surface level marketing sense. The mainstream coverage of the Xbox ROG Ally X is probably written in that holiday tech gift tone for parents or casual buyers, but you're absolutely right that the real target demographic isn't uninformed parents buying toys. It's adults with disposable income who already understand or care about tech ecosystems, which are parents. Nowadays, a lot of adults with disposable income who know tech are parents. Parents are the market. Da, da, da. So Ethan is saying parents might confuse this for a Switch-like gadget, but I'm saying true. But Microsoft knows that they're leveraging visibility for the broader brand while selling to the tech-savvy income bracket. Anyway, and it's not that this is a big deal. I feel like this is just a way to bring up how credentialed games journalists don't really necessarily know what they're talking about all the time. uh, it's it's like the Steam Deck. No company can afford to release something like the Steam Deck. That's why Valve did it when they did, and they have the money to do it. This same sort of thing is happening with Microsoft. That's how they were able to survive the Red Ring of Death. You know, all of those consoles just died and they replaced them all and they spent a bunch of money. They can do it because it's not about money as much as it sometimes seems. That's kind of like a baseline. It's really about visibility. It's like now when people think of handheld games consoles, they know Xbox has one, Sony has one, Nintendo has one. So right now there are 3 handhelds by each major video game manufacturer. And I think, I think that's the point. Like even with the PlayStation Portal, it's not like they made that as, oh, this is our premier handheld. No, it's like, well, let's get some streaming device out there. Let's kind of refine how the controls could work on a portable. The R&D aspect of it. You have to iterate, that you have to come up with prototypes. Microsoft used the original ROG Ally as a prototype, and they're like, okay, let's do this Xbox ROG Ally. Anyway, I'm bringing all this up because I find it very interesting with these Xbox ROG Ally, reveals. There are people that are just wanting to trash talk it, and it's like, I don't know, why we're spending time doing that. I feel like it is just moving, gaming forward. I would totally buy one if it wasn't for the price. I can't, and it's more of I can't afford. I would say it's like maybe I could buy it, but probably the wife would be mad at me. I probably would. That means I would be overlooking other things that need attention and priority. But as someone that's really into video games, that is totally my type of thing to buy. Yeah, I think it's very interesting. I think game journalists, like, it's like a Steven Totillo, because he's an older, he's a father, he has kids, he understands sort of those perspectives. Okay, I was gonna play something, but I have a couple options. Let's try, and it's not like we have too much time. It's 8:22. I'm just bringing that up, but I was telling you guys about this Death in Abyss. So let's try it out. And let's see if this thing works where it's supposed to automatically, and I think it did it yesterday, right? And I wasn't paying attention. There's this new thing they added to Meld where it automatically captures, full screen game. Yep, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to add it to a scene. So that's nice. Okay, let's test this out. The bottom has a lot I could still. All right. Death in Abyss. Right, is that what it's called? This is a demo, and it's actually out right now. This game, we'll check if it has a release date. It's just, the game is not out. The demo is. Okay. I'm not too sure what's happening here. In the top right saying 300 something FPS, which is not possible. That must be part of the game. Yeah, it's right next to my head. Okay. I don't know what was happening. All right. Wait, you know what? I probably need to invert, but what's happening here? Interesting controls. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I am using a controller. Okay, I think everything else is good for now. All right, let's see. Oh, look at this. Whoa. Not too sure what to expect. Saw some 2s. So that's to back up. That's to go forward. I am using a controller, and the controls are different than... Okay, that's a lock-on. Oh. Shooty. Oh, I love how it feels. Like, as you're moving around, it's almost like it's a more refined Star Fox. And then there was a boost, right? Oh. That's looking behind me. That's to go up. How do you go down? Just fly the direction. Okay, R to proceed. Oh. Right. It's the same button. Maybe I don't have boost yet. Alright, let's see. You know what? I was thinking Star Fox, but it's almost like Descent, which is funny because that was the name of the first level one. Like, if you guys played the game Descent. This is like a mix of Star Fox and Descent. Okay, I think that's the way to describe this. Oh, Colony Wars. That's a good call out. Yeah, that definitely is good. Okay. Oh. No, that's falling. Okay. No signal. Unit 9. So am I Unit 9? Explore the unknown depths of the Black Deep. Eliminate hostile life forms that inhabit it. Find the source of the outbreak. Oh, so it's an outbreak. Oh, what? That's boost. It's not working. Losing signal? Oh, I okay. Wait. Restart abort? Would I have to do that same thing again? Do I not? Okay, let's see if I can get through this. Get to the next. Oh yeah, he kept telling me what to do to proceed, blah blah blah. I know. No, it is getting that to be time. Yeah, and I don't know how I died. Did I like get outside and I just, or was that demo? What's this skipping thing? Oh. So did I just skip the tutorial maybe? That's good. Oh. There's things coming at me. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again later, but I guess I can skip the tutorial. Look at all this nonsense. Hold on. controls are really good. Okay, I gotta head out. That was interesting. Death in Abyss, and the controls too are interesting, but I think that kind of adds to its uniqueness. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. That was Death in Abyss. Actually, just look at that one more time before we head out. Visit store page. Comes out sometime in 2025. We don't know yet. Screenshots look a little samey. It might not even be that expensive, so we'll see. So, until next time, have a good one. Be cool. See you.